whether you are celebrating that or not. It's just been a peaceful, pretty much a typical day for me. It hasn't been anything crazy. So I hope you guys are doing great. The cool thing that's going on today is it is my rabbit's birthday. My little Arthur and Bunsen are both 2 years old today. They were born on Christmas Day 2 years ago, and they came from the same litter of bunnies, so it is their birthday today. But I just wanted to jump in here and say happy whatever to everyone out there, and just make myself available for tarot readings should anybody be needing one today, or this evening I should say. I am going to start out with a reading for the collective, and just see what happens as we are going along. So I hope everyone is doing wonderful, and I'm just going to pull some basic energies and basic cards for our day today and see what's coming through. So if you're out there, pop on in, say hello. Would love to have you. And have had a really, really nice, just very chilled out kind of day today. It's been really good. So probably we'll be working on getting the January forecast done and posted to the channel. That's what I will be working on the most today. So let's go ahead, guys. Let's see what we have as our general messages for the collective for our Christmas Day, this 25th of December 2021. I know that the sun is in Capricorn, the moon is in Virgo today, so it's a very, very earthy day. No wonder I've been feeling pretty good. It is a very Capricorn, very Virgo, earthy kind of day. I would say if you're an earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, you're probably having a pretty good day. And if you are a water sign, that's probably jiving with you pretty good too. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, you know, those kind of energies are really good. So, oh, thank you for that, Colin. I hope you're having a good day today too. Thanks, Ian, for popping into the chat. So let's see. And yes, I will be available. Hey, Transformation Queen. Yes, I will be available while I'm sitting here for personal reads with a $10 minimum donation. You can either donate that through the super chat or through my PayPal me link that is down below in the description box. If you do the PayPal, just let me know that you did it so that I can double check that and add you to the list. So right now we're just going to start out with a general reading for the collective. Like I said, sun is in Capricorn today, moon is in Virgo. It's a very earthy kind of day. Let me spray a little bit of our holy water here. And actually, if I can find my tuning fork mallet, there it is. Let's do a little bit of this. Hey there, Marie, good to see you. Yeah. Let's do this. I feel like I need to clear the energy a little bit. Because as soon as I started shuffling, I feel like I almost got like a headache. So I feel like we need to clear the energy just a little bit. I think could be a little bit of a heavy day for some people. You know, holidays and Christmas time can be very intense. I've just been relaxing with my bunny rabbits. Do you know, it's actually Christmas Day, funny enough, is my Arthur and Bunsen, my two Dutch rabbits, it's their birthday today. They're 2 years old today. They were both born on Christmas Day. They were. And so it is a bunny birthday today, that's for sure. That's how I feel today about the Christmas holidays, that it's really Bunsen and Arthur's birthdays. They're having their bunny year. They were my little Christmas gifts. I didn't know they were gonna be, but then they became my little bunny birthday gifts. Let's bring in the angel forks. These guys are intense. Yeah, a little solar return for the bunnies. Oh my goodness, they're both little Capricorns. The little December Capricorn bunny goats. Ah, the little Christmas bun. I got them gifts. I haven't given them their gifts yet. They know. They know I got them. Like, I brought their stuff in to the room. I haven't taken them out to let them hop around and enjoy it yet, but I got them like their little willow baskets. Rabbits can eat willow twigs and apple twigs, and there's just these really nice baskets made out of these twigs, and so they can just sit there and chew on them and gnaw on them and get in them. They love those. So I knew, I was like, I'm gonna get them a couple of these. And little Petey's doing great, my little old man. He's doing fabulous. He's just chilling out. All right, guys, so let's see what's coming up for this day for this collective here on the Dragon Channel. Let's see what we've got. We're going to start out with some Oracle from the Spellcasters Oracle. Let's see what we got coming up there. Let's get it. Spirit, angels, divine beings of light, ancestors, guardians, guides. Please clear any heaviness. I'm feeling some heaviness around this day for a lot of folks. So I'm just asking you in general to just please clear the energy, help people detach from any drama, pain, frustration, whatever they're going through. And let's see what we have as our messages for the day. Anything that would be helpful to the collective, anybody that watches this reading or will be watching this reading. Let's see what we've got for us coming through, please. Yeah, it really, let's pull a few more. Yeah, okay. I mean, that's really, look at that. Look at that, guys. The first card off the top is family, and that is usually where the stress, the pressure, the friction is coming from during these holidays, for good or for bad, right? It's like, it's sort of both. There's pros and cons to this because, you know, family connections can be great, but, you know, if they're toxic, they're toxic, right? So I feel like that's really the crux of it. Especially like, you know, for people, you know, like me, where my dad passed away 4 years ago now, right around this time of year too. He passed away on December 17th. His funeral was on December 22nd. So, you know, this time of year, I wouldn't say it's like super sad for me, but you definitely feel it, right? That family connection, you really feel it. And the card on the underneath was the inspiration. Inspiration, spark in the darkness, right? So I almost feel like, you know, family can inspire you to be what they're not if they are a toxic connection. It can inspire you to carry the torch. You know, if they're no longer with you and you want to, you know, continue something better into the future. And it can really remind you to be your own best source of inspiration and guidance. I also pulled the cards talent, willpower, and spirit guide after that family card. So, you know, take those as they may resonate for you. Even just looking at the artwork may trigger something for you, or speak to you on a deeper level. But I really do feel, you know, for some of us, you know, whose family members are on the other side, you know, they've really become like a spirit guide. Some of this energy is really around your willpower too. You know, it's about your balance. It's about you finding your center and being your unique self, you know, with this talent card. Family doesn't always appreciate who we are, you know. The biological family, anyway. I think we have plenty of soul family out there, so my feeling is always that if the biological family ain't doing it for you, pull into your soul tribe, pull into your soul family, because they got your back. They will appreciate you for who you are. Yeah. Well, you know, David, you know, I've never been much for commercial holidays. I don't like them. I just don't really like it, you know. I think that's a funny thing, you know. It's like this day gets celebrated during Capricorn season, and Capricorns are some of the most like I don't know, what would you call us, cynical? a little jaded, a little bit like suspicious. Like we have a real BS filter. And, you know, so much of it is just BS. It's just, you know, insane consumerism, and it's just, you know, haywire. It has nothing to do with a real, you know, spirit of generosity or gratitude or any of that thing, you know. Hey there, Miss Strawberry, Sharon. You know, I've always said that rhubarb would be a great name for a dragon. It's my dragon name is Sassafras. This could be Sassafras Tarot right here. Yeah, rhubarb's a great dragon name. You'd be an honorary dragon with that name. I love that name. All right, so let's pull in on a tarot read. Let's do a Celtic Cross for the collective, please. Let's continue with this energy. It is heavy. I feel it. I'm kind of surprised by it, but it maybe not. You know, it's like it's not really total surprise, but I'm like, whoa. Feeling the heaviness that comes with this day for a lot of people. Whoa. Yeah, this is a lot. Two flipped out for the center. We'll clarify it too. Wow, why do I get the feeling there's a lot of ties being cut today? There's a ton of Scorpio energy right on the spread. 3 of the power cards for Scorpio all flipped up. Okay, a lot of Scorpio energy on this day. Right in the center, we've got the 8 of Cups and the Judgment card. These both really came out together, so I took them both. And, you know, to me, the 8 of Cups is about leaving behind situations that are not emotionally and spiritually fulfilling. Maybe they have a lot of the things you're looking for, but they're missing that one critical piece. Jacqueline! I was like, where's my Scorpio? Because all her Scorpio cards just popped out for real. In the center of the Celtic Cross. We just started, Jacqueline. Oh my gosh. So the Judgment card and the 8 of Cups are right in the center. Judgment card is my higher vibration of the Death card. That is the Pluto ruled card. So it's a Scorpio power card. And it really is about, you know, the phoenix from the ashes. It's after the death cycle is complete. It's like that's the new life returning, right? So I almost feel like I get this sense that there's a lot of people leaving behind something that's toxic, something that doesn't work for them, something that they know has not been fulfilling for a long time, and they just might not have been willing to take that step. And they're ready for the rebirth. The rebirth coming in. And I think that this is really coming from a immediate past. Here's the immediate past, the Page of Cups. This is coming from the immediate past of really trying to heal some connections. Healing things through trying to talk about things emotionally, to try to be compassionate, empathetic, forgiving, or apologetic, right? I do feel like people have really like done their level best to, you know, make these situations work. Oh, but today we got 8 of Cups and Judgment. So I really don't, I feel like if it just can't come together, if it just can't work out, people are ready to walk on out. They want a new life, a new start, fresh new beginning, a feeling of rebirth. Yeah, this has been a lot of like, you know, people have put out the apologies, or they've put out the, you know, the phone call or the text, waited for it to come back. Maybe it didn't come back. Maybe it did, and they didn't get what they wanted to hear, you know. So let's clarify Judgment and 8 of Cups in the center. Hey, Renee, good to see you. Thank you for being here. Two of Chalices. So, you know, this can be a lot of those emotional connections, guys. Right? Walking away from, you know, towards a new beginning, either in love, could be family connections, could be something, you know, and it's like you may be leaving one thing because you know that there's going to be better connections down the road. But yeah, I feel like this is very much about redefining those emotional agreements. right? It has to work both ways. It really does. It can't just be one person getting everything. It has to be reciprocal. Going into the future, look at that Queen of Cups, another big Scorpio card. To me, she's my Scorpio queen because she's very much about protecting her emotional boundaries. She has a very, very deep, intuitive, very caring, nurturing, very psychic ability. But she's also very sensitive deep inside. So she's real careful about who she allows in. So going into the future, there you go. It's like there is that lesson learned about can't just let everybody in. Can't let everybody walk into your heart or all over your heart. You've got to be discerning about who you allow. And you have to be gently assertive about placing those emotional boundaries around yourself. Oh my goodness, with the Empress on top, wow. The divine feminines are really stepping into it here. Whew. We got Scorpio energy on this Queen of Cups, and then we've got very strong Taurus and Libra. This is the same as the Empress card. So, you know, this to me is absolutely the divine feminine really putting her foot down, saying, I won't tolerate certain behavior anymore. And it's also getting so much more into your creative spirit, coming back into this place where you can seriously super nurture something. This is a beautiful, nurturing, creative, prosperous, flourishing kind of energy here on these two cards. Fabulous ladies in the tarot, fabulous feminine energies, no matter how you align, right? Feminine, masculine, the feminine side is coming up very powerfully, very strongly in the immediate future. On the bottom, this card has been coming up quite a bit in my reads lately. This is Three of Pentacles. And the Three of Pentacles is all about community work, working together with a group towards, you know, that result that's going to help everybody, right? In this traditional card, you've got the designer, the architect, the builder, you've got the priest, you've got the acolyte, and they're all coming together and they've got the blueprint. And they're saying to this guy, please, can you help us out? We want to build this, you know, new spiritual center, this new refuge, this new building. We want to build this. And it's everybody getting together to build something that is going to end up being greater than the sum of its parts, right? And that to me is such a feeling that a lot of us have. Like, we really want to be building something, whatever it is, you know, whatever it is. We want to be creating, building something that's going to be good for us. It's going to be good for each other. It's also coming together with like-minded individuals that instead of tearing you down or insulting your ideas, instead they're saying, yes, I like that idea. I can do this. Let's get together and start working on it. It's very earthy. And look at that, our Harvest card. And the Harvest card in this deck is the same as the Judgment. So Judgment's coming up here twice. To me, this is all about, again, the signs of rebirth, renewal, rising from the ashes of the old, birthing the new. Beautiful energy. People are really focused on new alignments, working with new people, new community groups, and look at what we have on the top, crowning the spread. I told you it was a huge Scorpio influence in this reading, is the Death card, the Scorpio rulership on this card. And so, of course, this is about death, transformations, one cycle of life ending, a new cycle of life beginning. The Death card always brings in that, you know, that white flower, the white rose of, you know, new beginnings, fresh innocence, right? It's all about clearing up the old to give birth to the new. And I think, you know, that's something that obviously as we get to the end of any year is also a big focus, you know, of energy, is that one cycle is dying away and a new one is coming into birth. And with that position, I really do feel that Spirit is saying, you know, to all of us, as this is a collective reading, don't be afraid to let the old things pass away. Don't be afraid of letting go of those cycles or those situations that have needed to go, because look what's clarifying it is the star. There's the faith, the hope, you know, the light at the end of the dark tunnel, you know, your life renewing itself, the Aquarius energy. It's all about, you know, it's like the end of that tough cycle, getting to the things that you've really hoped and wished and dreamed for. It's a very, very beautiful reading here. Let's get some advice. Well, let's get some advice cards for us. Wow. Yeah. All right, so suggested approach is Knight of Cups. Keep moving it forward. If you have, you know, offered love, compassion, care, connection to someone, and they've rebuffed your, you know, your offer, try again, right? Keep trying. Don't lose your ability to love. Don't lose your ability to keep an open heart just because somebody didn't appreciate you, or somebody wasn't right or kind towards you. Very important. Yeah, look at this Knight of Wands, see? Keep on going. 2 knights coming into our suggested approach. You know, keep the energy moving and flowing. Don't get stagnant. Don't get stuck thinking too much about something. These, you know, to me, fire and water, those are so much our emotional elements. And so this is all about moving it forward. Pisces and Sagittarius energy here. You might feel a little restless, but keep going, right? Keep moving it forward. Very, very nice. What you need to know is the Ten of Cups. So the Ten of Cups is all about, you know, ultimate happiness, that rainbow of wish fulfillment coming through, right? Deep happiness and contentment in the heart, which I think is very possible, right? It's very, very possible here. That's why it's what you need to know. Ah, beautiful. Justice, the standing stone, Libra energy. So this to me is all about balancing things out too. Could be balancing your expectations as well, because nothing in life is ever completely perfect, even if it's pretty damn good, right? So it's like, take the rain with the rainbow. And it is about, again, equal give and take. If you're not feeling the reciprocity with someone, that ain't it for you. Keep moving, keep going. Hopes and fears position. We got our star card coming back into our reading. So the star is in here twice, and the judgment card is in here twice, guys. There's a lot of feeling of like, there's that, I've always said, you know, hope is not always a good thing. It's not always a good thing because it's the flip side of fear. And, you know, if our hopes are not balanced by practicality, as a Capricorn speaking, then it can really get you in a lot of trouble, because like we fear for the worst, we hope for the best kind of thing. It's the fear and hope thing can really run us all over. So that hopes and fears position, it's like we want things to go the way we want them to. We want the end of these difficult times. We want that freedom, liberation, all those beautiful things that come through with the Aquarian energy of the star card, right? But we're also fearing that it won't, right? So it's a real balancing act between hope and fear here, guys. Because if you let fear take over, it kind of gets you stuck, it gets you stagnant. And the biggest thing with the advice cards is that you don't want to be stagnant, right? Look at that full circle energy. I love it. Aquarius energy, Saturn, Capricorn energy with the World card. The World card is about cycles coming to completion. Coming to completion and fulfillment. And the outcome card is absolutely gorgeous. Look at this, our Four of Wands as our potential outcome for the collective. So this is happy homes, happy homecomings, very good stuff. Celebrations within the home. This can also be soulmates. This can be twin flame, reunions and connections. And clarifying it is the Witch, the Magician card in this deck. So to me, this is all about creating that potential. There is that part of taking responsibility for your side of things. Absolutely. You can't expect just one person to come in and fix it all or be it all for you. You have to be willing to put your own energy, your own effort into it, because that Magician card is all about creating something out of your own talents, your own abilities, and what you have to bring to the table. Literally on that card, she's bringing it to the table. Let's see what we have on the bottom here. Oh yes. Ooh, Strength card and our Lord and Lady, our Lovers card. Wow. Wow. So in relationships, my goodness, you do have to have courage, strength, and fortitude. This really speaks to our Geminis and our Leos on those two, of course. But like I said, there's a lot of Scorpio here. There's a lot of Aquarius here. We got the Star twice and the Judgment twice. So I really do feel like on the whole, there is an energy of renewal of the hopes, the dreams, the light at the end of the tunnel coming through for a lot of people. It does require moving through some heaviness and letting go of some really intense and potentially toxic situations or relationships, but the future is very bright when you look at the whole of this. Absolutely gorgeous read. So let's get into a affirmation. I just got these really beautiful guardian angel oracle cards, little heart-shaped deck, and I like the messages on these. They're pretty good. Let's get one, please, for the collective. Oh, the guardian angel card itself came through. Very nice. Trust. All unfolds in perfect timing. You are at one with divine will. Focus only on love, and all you truly desire will manifest at the most perfect moment. Be patient. Boy, that's key. I, your guardian angel, am watching over you. Yeah. Easier said than done, always on that, right? Patience, trust, you know, putting your good efforts, your intentions out there, and then just letting it go, letting the divine take the wheel and drive things forward for you. All right, guys. Nice messages for today. So if anybody is interested in a personal reading, I will be open for that right now. Let me know. It is a minimum $10 donation. You can ask whatever you want, whatever you're willing to share with the public. and I will do that on the spot for you. And you can do it through the super chat option on YouTube, or you can do it through the PayPal link in the description box. And if there's nobody on the list in a little bit, we'll just close the evening. And I'm going to go work on my January reads for the channel for the coming month. I can't believe January is almost here. It moves so quick. But yeah, happy bunny birthday today. See how everybody's doing. Hey, Belinda, good to see you. Yeah. Oh, that's good, David. Good to hear that. Hey, Tasha. Okay. Oh, yeah, sure, Colin. If you want me to put you on the list, I'll do that. Yeah. Hey, Tasha. I hope you're doing good. Let me know when you've done the PayPal so I can go check it real quick, but I'll put you on the list #1. And Colin, I'll put you down #2. And then we'll just see if anybody else comes into wanting to get on the list. Yeah, no problems. I think most people probably are tonight for Christmas. There's, I guess, some people that are still working, but that sounds good, Marie. I'm gonna fix up a etouffee later tonight. My mom is still out hanging out with my sister, so I haven't fixed my big dinner yet. Just been snacking. Snacking around the house. That's been good though. All right, Tasha, I'm gonna go check the PayPal and then we'll get started. Oh, sure, Belinda, I'll put you on the list. You will be number 3. And just let me know. Okay, cool. Oh, that's so nice, Marie. That's great. Awesome. Okay, I got everybody. I got you, Blenda, and I got you, Tasha, on the list. So let's go ahead and start with Tasha. What do you want to ask tonight? No, it came through. Yeah, I got it. No problem. It usually works just fine. I hear my mom walking around. She just got home. General read. Okay. Always great. Always great. All right. So Tasha, dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians, and ancestors, let's see what we have for our beautiful Tasha tonight on Christmas evening. And let's get some general messages for her. Anything that you need her to see for her best and highest. Anything that would be most helpful for her. Thank you for that. Ooh. I like this. Okay, on the top from the Spellcaster's Oracle, keyword is courage. So to me, that's some strong Leo energy. It's strength of the heart, you know, reminds me of the strength card in the tarot. So it's all about having courage, having strength, not giving up, keeping the faith. And on the bottom, we have our prosperity card. So wow, this could be really like courage to go forward in your dreams and your plans, in your work towards your personal prosperity and abundance. This could also be saying, you know, hang in there. The good stuff is coming. Don't worry. It's on its way. I really like that. Oh, I will. I'm going to make her a good dinner. She's going to like it. We're having Cajun food tonight. I love making a shrimp etouffee. That's what I'm fixing tonight. It's gonna be good. All right, so let's get into your tarot, Tasha. Let's clear these cards out for you. Let's start out with past, present, future energies. Ooh, you're fiery right now, honey. You are fiery. My goodness. Okay, right in the center. Right in the center, where you're at right now, your own energy is the Tower card, ruled by the planet Mars. This is one of Aries' power cards. So to me, the Tower is all about removing the old foundation, making way for the new. Many times it can be the hand of spirit getting involved to change that up, right? It's a card of action. It's a card of movement. It's kind of like, you know, especially if things have been stagnant or they've been just kind of sitting, it's like, let's go. And, you know, sometimes it can feel a little overwhelming. That's why some people put a negative connotation on the Tower. I don't necessarily think of it as negative. Sometimes it can feel like a lot, right? Sometimes it can feel like a lot. It's just like, oh my gosh, all this stuff that I have to, you know, keep up with. But it's really a very powerful card of removing anything that's old, outworn, and needs to be created anew. Hey there, Ms. Mindful. Great to see you in the chat, sweetheart. Look at this. Okay, so, I mean, yet again, we're, you know, clarifying with the Ace of Pentacles here, Tasha. So, you know, with the Courage card and the Prosperity, again, very fiery. The Tower card, have strength, have courage, fortitude to make these big changes, to make these big movements. And then that Ace of Pentacles, again, huge prosperity, abundance, being on the right track, money coming in, good fortune coming in, better job, better work, all that kind of life purpose energy. So it feels really good. Like this is just, it's like fire and earth, right? It's like that fire of energy, action coming out of stagnation. And then it's like really getting you back on a good track. Coming from this Queen of Wands, immediate past, Leo energy yet again. And so I feel like you've really been working to create something new. You've been working on, you know, believing in yourself more, really tapping into your own personal self-worth, because that's what the Queen of Wands is all about. But she's also very magical, very creative, you know, and that comes from her being very confident. She's very generous. Like she gives from the heart because she knows she's always got more where that comes from. So she's not afraid to give generously. And I do feel like for a while, you know, you may have been kind of waiting around on, you know, some offers or some things to come in. And you might have just said, you know what, screw it, I'm done. I'm sick of waiting around for something that's never going to come through. So you really just decided to kind of take your power back and move things forward on your own. It's very strong. It's a very strong read. Going into the immediate future, you know, we have this Two of Pentacles. So I feel like as, you know, this year wraps up and the new year comes in, you're going to be very focused on balance. You're going to focus on balancing your finances, balancing money, and really incorporating more joy and more fun into your daily life, whatever that is, especially into your job, though, especially into the area of your work. So let's clarify old Two of Pentacles, please. And there we go. I feel like this is very like a singular mission for you. Like this is really all about you. There's our Holly King, the same as the Hermit card, Virgo energy. So yeah, you might be, you know, organizing some things. That's part of the balance, you know, getting some things in line, cleaning house, literally and physically, taking good care of yourself, taking good care of your body and your body's needs. But yeah, that's a nice energy. On the bottom, what you're focused on inside, the subconscious, is the Four of Cups. That's Cancer energy, very watery. But to me, this is a lot of love, a lot of trustworthy, solid energy emotionally. So I feel like you're very focused on making good emotional decisions, trusting the right people, and really letting go of anyone that you don't feel strongly connected to, right? It's like you really want to make the good connections. On the top, crowning the spread, is the Three of Cups. So to me, this is those good friendship connections, right? Friendships and you know, social interactions that just make you feel happy. They give you something to celebrate. Very, very nice cards here tonight. Let's get into your suggestions, your advice. Suggested approach, please, for Tasha. Yeah, look at that. I just had to take both those. Yeah, I mean, power. Power connections, Tasha. Your Queen of Wands was already in there. And the King of Wands is your suggested approach. I would say this definitely is telling you to align with like-minded individuals, people that have passion, drive, leadership ability. They go after what they want. It's also, of course, telling you to tap into that as well. Strong Aries, Leo, a lot of fire in this reading. It's like, you know, the more confident, the more self-assured, the more, you know, the more good you feel about yourself, the more that you embrace that courage. Don't let things, you know, get you down or set you back. If you have a setback, don't take it too hard. You know, it's like, just get back up, keep going. Don't let it sit you down too long. Let's get a clarifier for King of Wands. Yeah, and Three of Pentacles. Did I say this card had been coming up a lot in our readings lately? This was in the collective read. So, you know, Three of Pentacles is all about, yeah, like I said, finding those good connections with other people, especially in the work world, especially because this is like people that, you know, you can really align with. Maybe they're building their own business. Maybe you are. Maybe there's something where it's like you're really a very, very vital part of a team and you're really focused on getting something positive done. I like it. A lot of Virgo energy there, you know, especially with the Two of Pentacles, the Hermit, and that Three of Pentacles. A lot of Virgo, because that's very organized, you know, very community work oriented. Potential outcome is the Queen of Pentacles. Strong Capricorn energy. This is like boss girl with her bunny rabbit, and the bunny does, you know, represent prosperity, abundance. Yeah, creating more of what you need. So, I mean, to me, it's like you're making very big decisions and good decisions about work, about saving, about finance. This is a very nice read. Very nice read. There could be a whole lot of activity coming in, you know, right now or soon with that Tower card. But I feel like anything that feels a little chaotic or a little bit of a shakeup, even if it's somewhat upsetting or challenging at the beginning, it's really for the best. Like, things are going to really turn out here. This is such a nice trajectory that this has. Yeah, Ten of Wands. 10 of Wands there, guys, because this is all about difficult cycles coming to an end, right? That's all the challenges. And I also feel that whatever responsibilities or, you know, things that you have to take on, you're going to have what it takes to do it, because the Queen of Pentacles is a tough lady. She is, you know, determined, hardworking, ambitious. She's strong, right? This is a great read. This is so good. Yeah. 9 of Wands and 8 of Pentacles on the underside. So yeah, you've been working hard. This is not something that's been overnight. You've put in your time, you've put in your effort. 9 of Wands is also, to me, you know, about the step that comes before the 10. So you've probably been working hard, hon. I know you have. Let's get an affirmation on this. And look at that. On your affirmation is the message of a miracle. So, dearest one, even if all hope seems lost, let not hope slip away. For I, your guardian angel, am constantly by your side. Surrender all your concerns to me and trust in the healing power of love. Please believe that you are never alone. Together we will work through each issue or situation which is of concern to you. All heals with the passage of time. Magic and miracles are about to manifest. I would say so, Tasha. Just stay strong. But, you know, that courage, that Leo, that fire energy is very important. Hey, Ms. Yeah, I can get you on the list. You will be number 4 and I just finished with number 1, so I'm moving on to 2 now. I'll take as many as I can. All right, and Colin, you are next in line, so let me know what your question is, or if you just want a general, you can put that in too. So good to see you, Ms. Mindful. Oh, I feel like it's been a minute. This past month has been so busy. Oh, you're welcome, Tasha. That was a beautiful read. A lot of fire and earth. You got like motivation. You got some oomph in your rumph. I like it. I like it. Let's see. Hey, Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is one of our favorite cards in this live stream chat. We love our Queen of Swords. Okay. Sounds good, Colin. Let's see where that's looking like. All right. Tough, weird, and lonely. Yeah. I think a lot of folks have been going through a similar vibe. I do. I think a lot of folks have been feeling that. I don't think you're alone in that. It's funny how we got so many people on the planet, but yet so many people still feeling lonely. It's kind of crazy, isn't it? That's like always blows my mind. All right, dear angels, ancestors, spirit guides, and guardians. Let's see what we have for Colin in the chat, please. Our Cancer. Let's find out what's going on with him. What kind of stuff will be coming through. Let's start with a couple oracle cards. Oh yeah. All right, yeah, this is an interesting energy. Strength, and on the bottom is love. So, you know, it's interesting that Tasha had, she had courage, which I said reminded me of the Strength card, and you've got the Strength card. I think that's very interesting. And because it's a love card, it feels like it's very much like heart chakra. You know, the Strength card in the tarot is ruled by Leo, and Leo is ruled by the heart. They're the sign that rules the heart. And so to me, this is like really a lot of strength coming through for the heart chakra. Honestly, probably need to do some healing work around this heart chakra, right? I mean, that's just really imperative. Rose quartz could be a really good stone because, boy, this card just feels like a rose quartz. I mean, I keep this guy around all the time. I love my rose quartz. It's a very good heart healing stone. I'd also recommend, you know, going on YouTube. You can word search like heart chakra sound therapy. And it's good to just listen to that because that vibe is very healing for that heart chakra. But to me, this is all about re-strengthening the heart, strengthening your courage and your resolve, bringing back greater self-confidence and esteem into life, because that's a very important place to start always. Let's get into the tarot. Let's get a past, present, future Celtic Cross to start out, please. I'm also just getting a lot of like, do what you love, you know, do what you love. Those are the things that will really strengthen the heart up as well, right? You know, that's a big thing. It's like, do what you love, follow those, you know, creative passions, because, you know, to me, the heart speaks a lot through creativity. That's the thing too, I would always say. So right in the center, right in the present energy, we have the King of Pentacles. So there's been a lot of work going on, like, you know, and I know that you work a lot. Very strong Taurus energy, so it's earthy, it's grounded, really focused on making good financial decisions for the future. But this big message of the King of Pentacles is that it's important not just to work and bring the money in, but it is also important to take time to just relax, take time to enjoy the results of all your efforts, because Taurus energy is definitely a sensual sign. They're very much about not just, you know, having the material goods, but enjoying them too, right? It's not enough to just work yourself to death. It's like, you know, what good is growing the garden if you never get to enjoy eating the food that comes out of it, or just hanging out and just taking a nap in the grass sometimes? You know, that's what we need. And I know the weather is kind of off and on. It's kind of like semi-crappy. But, you know, the more that you can get out in nature, that card is very connected to that as well. You know, really, yeah, see, look at that, the Ten of Cups, right? This is, you've got to be able to enjoy the earthy energy as well, right? And I would say, you know, this is the part, yeah, letting yourself relax, letting yourself enjoy, because the Ten of Cups is that ultimate happiness, wish fulfillment, rainbow in the sky card, right? And taking time to connect with other people. There's where your loneliness is coming in, right? Because if you're not taking time to do that, then it just doesn't happen, right? It's so much our own initiative. Immediate past, right? Five of Cups, you know, you said there's been kind of weirdness, loneliness, processing through that. And certainly there's been this feeling of like, you know, the disappointments here with the Three of Cups knocked over. The Two of Cups in the background, of course, tells you not all is lost, right? It's not all bad, but there is definitely a focus with that on, you know, grief, disappointment, you know, a sense of loss or loneliness. Fortunately, that is in the past. That's a good thing. It's not the present or the future. Yeah, and a lot of this, I think, came or has come about from indecision with the Two of Swords here. Funny enough, that is the same card as the blue-footed booby in the animal deck that we love to use. Is the Two of Swords. It's Libra energy, and it is those energies of procrastination, maybe overthinking things and not making a decision. And so some of this like disappointment or losses come from maybe being too much in your head at times, you know, or not making decisions to go ahead and move forward. And so that's important. You know, going into the immediate future, I think that there is a lot of change here with the Ace of Swords, because the Ace of Swords clears up a lot of confusion. It clears up a lot of muddiness, fuzziness. It's a card of victory. It, to me, is very connected with Archangel Michael. It's all about cutting through anything that's really a negative tie or a negative cord. So I do feel like going into the future, it's time to really look at things very clearly. And Aces very much, a lot of times, feels like the divine kind of coming in and helping give you a gift. And to me, it's a gift of clarity, awareness, seeing things without a lot of confusion surrounding them. Yeah, Seven of Wands, Seven of Pentacles. You know, sevens to me are cards of movement and action forward. They really are. Same as the Chariot card is a 7, you know, it is that movement forward. And so to me, Seven of Wands is very much about standing up for yourself, starting to realize that you've got, you know, something vital and you've got real good points to bring to any circumstance or situation. It's really standing strong in your truth. Yet again, being courageous, being strong, not being deterred. Seven of Pentacles right next to it is about starting to plant the seeds that will take root over time and being patient to let them, right? It's like if we're kind of in a funk or we're in a, you know, in a situation where it's been going like that for a while, it usually doesn't happen overnight, right? That we clear out of that. Sometimes it can happen in a bolt though, but usually that comes about as a result of having put some effort into changing your energetic vibration, into changing your perspective. You know, it's brought about as the result of positive affirmation day by day, spiritual practice day by day. It accumulates, right? It gets bigger, it gets better as time goes by. So I feel like in this future, you're going to have some moments of clarity where, you know, you kind of go, you know what? If I keep doing this each day, or if I keep putting energy into something each day, it may take a while to get there, but it's going to get there. And and you might as well do it anyway. The time is going to pass anyhow. You might as well do something good for yourself each day, even if that's just keeping a gratitude journal to write down the things that you're grateful for each day. I used to do that. I've wanted to start that again, where you just have a little journal, and at the end of the day, I would just write down 3 things, no matter how big, small, that I was just grateful for. And before you know it, you start really attuning your perspective in a much more positive direction. Nothing changed except the way that you're focusing. That's it. You know, that's all that changed. So it's pretty awesome. On the bottom is the 4 of Swords, subconscious focus. So I think sometimes you're a little bit afraid to let go and to just open up because you're afraid of loss, right? And so, you know, there's that thing about the 4 of Pentacles. You know, this can relate to emotions, it can relate to resources, and this is many times, you know, considered the potential to be a miser, to be very closed off with your emotions, your heart, or your giving, because you're worried that, you know, you'll lose something if you do. Brother and his family be moving in with me next month. Their lease didn't get renewed, so I'm gonna have to do some serious house cleaning repair to be ready. Yeah, yeah, and I think that, yeah, it's gonna be a thing to open up, right, and let people come in. But it's really important that you focus in a positive direction here. There's a lot of new ideas. A lot more communication is going to be coming through because the Knight of Swords is on the top of the spread here. It may make you feel like you're panicking a little bit, just a little anxiety around that. But overall, I would say this is saying to be flexible, you know, mentally. Yeah, you're definitely getting ready to have an influx of activity. I think the loneliness thing is going to shift up. Let's get some suggested approach on this. It's nice, though. I mean, Queen of Cups is the suggested approach. Scorpio energy. Love Scorpio. It's a great sign for Cancer because it's a fellow water sign. And this is really about learning those emotional boundaries. It is. It's about being emotionally discriminating and discerning, but also, of course, tapping into that nurturing side of yourself, you know? The side that is intuitive, caring, loving, perceptive, all of that. Let's get a clarifier here. Six of Cups. There's some definite nostalgia going on. So, I don't know, you might want to reach out to somebody, or somebody might be reaching out to you. We definitely are in that Venus-Mercury retrograde energy. So it's not uncommon for old relationships or old, you know, flames to come back into your life. Could be a water sign, could be Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Six of Pentacles, Six of Cups, sorry, is a very strong Cancer card too. It's a very nostalgic card. I would also say that a lot of childhood memories can come up with this card. Having family move back in is definitely something that will bring that up. So I would say that this could be a very strong time where you're encouraged to really work through some old childhood issues or inner child subjects, and really getting down deep into the psychological heart of it, because Scorpio is a very psychological sign. It really plumbs the depths to do the healing, right? It's a big transformational sign. Outcome card is kicking ass, though. Look at that, Ace of Pentacles. You got 2 aces in this read. Ace of Swords, Ace of Pentacles. Very strong, tangible gifts from Spirit. I actually think that things are going to work out really, really well here. I feel like this is just better money, a greater sense of prosperity and abundance. feeling a little more back on track. It's a great card. Great card to have, especially as an outcome. Yeah, it does take assertiveness. It does take you kind of stepping up and taking some leadership of your own life, because there's that Emperor card, Aries energy. It's very much about just, you know, taking the lead, taking the reins, stepping ahead, going for what you want. Yeah, it's very empowering. Very empowering. Oh, look at that on the bottom. 7 of Wands again. And our King of Swords. So yeah, I do feel like, you know, you got to stand up for what you want. That's a 7 of Wands to me. Standing up for what you want, not being willing to back down on it, especially if you know that what you're aiming towards is true and it's right for you. You know, 7 of Wands is sort of that, like, don't fight battles that aren't worth it. Not all arguments are worth attending, right? But if you feel strong about it, step up. Stand up for you know, because you know, like, and our King of Swords is a master planner. You got the King of Swords and the King of Pentacles in this read. So to me, it is about practical planning, using your money wisely, putting it into a good place, and also remembering to enjoy it sometimes, you know? Because, you know, I know it's fine to love to work. I love to work. I don't mind it. I really enjoy it, because partly I have work that I enjoy. So, of course, you know, I don't mind it. But it is important to take time for yourself, to enjoy, to relax, and to just let yourself do nothing sometimes. Very important. Let's get a affirmation card on this. Whew, that one flew out. Oh my gosh. Just as I was saying, relax. Look at that. The relax card came out. That was meant to be. All right. There is plenty of time to do and achieve what you desire. Place your hands gently on your heart. And allow your breath to guide you to a quiet space within. Imagine yourself bathed in golden light flowing from the eternal heart of the divine. I, your guardian angel, am with you. Allow me into your heart. You will accomplish more by focusing on that which is most important in life. Love and connection. Wow. Yeah, relax. It's a good one. You know, there's a lot of different things that help me. It's different for everyone. I'm not somebody that likes to try to tell someone what to do, because, you know, what works for me may not work for them. I really enjoy chanting. I do enjoy the kirtan, the Hindu chants, and I'm not a Hindu, but I love the Hindu chanting, the kirtan music. I listen to Krishna Das. He does a live stream every Thursday night. I think it's 7 or 7:30, and absolutely love that stuff. I mean, it just puts you in a peaceful, grounded place real quick. He's pretty cool dude. I love listening. He does the chanting, and then he'll do a little talk and answer some questions, and it's real nice. That's just one of the many things that I like to do. I should share a link to his channel on my community board, because it's something I really enjoy. I think a lot of people would like it. There's a lot of good ways to wind down and to be mindful of the mind. Hey, Luminous Light. I saw a couple folks pop by. Ocean Garnet. Big Cleo. I don't know what their message was, but welcome to the channel. Yes, thank you, Luminous. I hope you're having a great night as well. Yeah. All right, so next on the list, I have got Belinda, if she's ready to go. Oh, you're welcome, Colin. I hope it helped. I hope it helped illuminate things a little bit. But I think that your family moving in is a good thing. Even if there are certain challenges that come up, I think mostly it's a good thing. I do. I think it is mostly a very good thing. I think it's needed right now. I think that it's going to help you to not feel so isolated, and just open the heart a little more. I do think so. Yeah. You know, I know full well what it's like to live with my family, because I've done it a lot. um, and even though it can be challenging, it's also a good thing, right? It's a good thing. Let's see. Belinda, basically general read, lots of death and rebirth, yeah. Totaled the car. Oh, seasonal job just got done. House is going on the market. Relationship with TF. Star looked really optimistic, but he got cold feet. Okay. All right. So the usual, right? Oh. Oh, hon, I'm sorry so much is happening at once, but this is the way sometimes it does go. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry about the car. That's the hardest part almost, is just dealing with that. Oh, thanks, Colin. Yeah, I'm glad it helps. I'm glad it helps. All right, let's I'm gonna use my selenite. We're gonna tap the cards out for you, Blenda. Just want to clear for you. And do our little tuna bark. It's been a fun night tonight. Like a windshield wiper. No, Taurus doesn't like it. Us Earth folks, we're like, we like calculated change. We do. When we want it though, right? You know, when we really want the changes, then we're good with it. If we're not sure of the changes, then we're like, yeah. But overall, you know, this is a good season for you that we're stepping into, because there's so much Capricorn energy, and it does vibe well with Taurus. It really does. Also keep in mind, Jupiter is going into Pisces in 3 days on the 28th. So that's going to be a big shift as well. You're going to start coming out of that Jupiter square to Taurus. Instead, you'll have a sextile to, oh yeah, you and I both have a Capricorn Moon, Blenda. There's a lot of changes going on deep within. It's, you know, Pluto in Capricorn has been an aspect for you for a long time. Me too. And it's oh yeah, big, huge transformations from the inside out. It really is. But, you know, the most challenging thing that I would say you're going through, Blenda, is that Venus right now is in retrograde until January 29th. And we don't get Venus retrogrades that often. We get them about every 2 to 3 years. So that is actually the most challenging thing that you're going through, because the retrograde of your ruling planet is more strongly felt by you. And you might feel like you're going through a lot of review, a lot of reworking, rethinking, a lot of all those rewords, because we're going to have a Venus and Mercury retrograde going at the same time in Capricorn. The Capricorn energy and alignment is very positive for you, but the retrogrades are challenging, as they always are, right? So there is a lot of reworking, a lot of going back, revisiting, refreshing, renewing, reevaluating. All the rewords apply during retrogrades. You know, but once we clear those retrogrades at the end of January, the next couple of months after that, we don't have any retrogrades. So it's really, really nice. Like it's going to clear the decks. A lot of things are going to get cleared out for us in January. That is coming. That is absolutely coming. It's going to be a lot out with the old and with the new. And relationship right now, this is a big reason why this is getting tested for you in your relationship, is because, you know, Venus in Capricorn retrograde is all about, gosh, I got to rethink this. Is it going to last? Is it going to stand the test of time? If a relationship is meant to come through it, it will. This is a time of testing. It's a time of proving whether those relationships have real world, realistic potential or not, right? Because Capricorn energy is all about, does it work? Does it work? Can it function? Is it effective? Is it sturdy? And it's not necessarily the most romantic, but in some ways it is, because it's really like, why get into it if it's going to just fizzle out real quick? It's a sign that wants a good investment, and that comes to money, it comes to love. It's like, if we're going to get into it, it better last, right? It better last. And so that's the thing about Capricorn. If it's not durable, if it's not, you know, solid, if it's not going to stand the test of time, Capricorn's not very interested. And so all relationships right now are going through a time of challenge, reevaluation, and testing. And if it's meant to last, it'll come through the test. And if it's not, boom, it'll be gone. It'll be bye-bye. So that's the way it works. Yep. So be nice, for goodness sakes, everyone, or you might lose your honey pie. It's the truth. It's the truth. All right, Blenda, let's see what we have got from Spirit for you tonight. Dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians, and ancestors, please show us what you have for our beautiful Blenda in the chat this evening. Any advice, any help that you can give her around the different circumstances in her life at this time. Thank you so much. Why did I just feel like I needed to pull all of these? Yeah. First card out is financial health. So I would say that in a way, yeah, the Capricorn stuff is really coming up heavy. It's like big time paying attention to financial balance, financial health, planting good seeds, growing that tree, you know, working towards your dreams and goals. Confidence is important. Right in the center there. And then blessings. So I do feel like things are going to turn around. You know, I think you're going to be blessed. I think that things are going to change in your favor. But I do think that right now, yeah, you're very much focused on the financial matters and also your deep inner confidence. Keeping that faith, keeping that belief in yourself is very important to staying on top of this stuff. I can absolutely say that having a Capricorn moon can be very challenging that way, because even though we're very strong, very ambitious, we doubt ourselves a lot. We do. We go through those crises like, am I good enough? Can I make it? Can I hack it? We really go through that thing. We're hard on ourselves. So I can really feel that for you. You know, I can really feel that for you. So confidence is important. Don't beat yourself up. Don't get down on yourself is a real important key to this. Let's get some tarot on this for you, Blenda. Let's see what comes up. Wow. I tell you, these are some really, really nice cards. They're beautiful. Okay. Center card is the Star. One of the nicest cards in the deck. Aquarius Energy. It's a big one. Light at the end of the tunnel. Hopes and dreams being restored. Faith being restored after a very difficult time. I would say part of you is like, you know, you're going through a time of challenge and testing, but I feel like you are a hopeful person deep down. Like you haven't lost faith. You haven't lost the ability to know that better times are coming ahead, right? And this is also a card to me of freedom and liberation, because Aquarius is a very, you know, strong energy of freedom. It's the rebel of the zodiac. Does things its own way. It's very much an encouragement to be yourself, right? To be authentic, to be true to who you are. But I love that card. That's just a real, like, I feel like the worst is behind you whenever you get the Star. It's like the toughest stuff is, you know, has already happened. Yeah, Two of Swords on top of this, and this could be the challenge, right? It's funny, Colin just had this in his read. You know, this is all about indecision. overthinking things, getting stuck in that sort of procrastination. It's Libra energy, so sometimes it's like, oh, I got these choices to make and it's a little tough. This could be the thing that sort of the linchpin that, you know, as soon as you start to go ahead and just make the choices you need to make, go ahead and make the decisions, don't overthink it, things start to move forward a lot better. You know, but we can be at those mental impasses right now. Whenever you have these kind of real personal retrogrades, yeah, you go through a lot of rethinking, a lot of rebalancing. In the immediate past, you have the Ten of Cups. So, you know, this could be speaking to your love connection, that feeling of happiness and joy that you get with this person. Let's clarify it to see what's going on around this. Because you said he kind of got cold feet, kind of freaked out, which I hate to say is pretty normal with soul connections a lot of the time. Yes, geez, it's like Ace of Cups on top of 10 of Cups. This is like a serious, beautiful love connection, very spiritual connection. My goodness. Speaks a lot. And I don't think it's going away. I really don't, because in the immediate future, we have the Four of Wands, which is a famous, you know, connected to twin flames tarot card. It's also about happiness within the home, happy homecomings, things to celebrate. But no, I don't think he's gone. I really don't. Oh God. Luminous light. Not that guy. The name that will not be named. Oh my goodness. Whew. Let's clarify Four of Wands for Blenda, please. Oh, he is? Oh, no! Not in my channel, he ain't. I got a mallet with his name on. He pops up in here, bam! He's banned on this channel. I actually blocked him. The Fool card, the Green Man, on top of that clarifying. So this to me is the leap of faith, right? That's what the thing is. That's what the thing is. It's all about trust. You know, trust in the divine, and that's the only thing that stops this connection, right? It's just having faith in the process, not getting worried, not getting like, oh my gosh, what will happen if I just jump in, right? And this is Aquarius energy too. You actually got two of the Aquarius power cards, the Fool and the Star. The Fool is ruled by Uranus, the Aquarius ruling planet, right? So it's kind of interesting. Very strong Aquarian vibes. You know, I would say with that, it's like give people their freedom and give people their space, right? Because Aquarius, it's like that kind of energy, it doesn't come around because you talked them into it or you pressured them into it. It has to be their own idea. So they come back into your life, like it has to be their idea to do it. You can't be like, oh, you got to do it, or oh, you don't. Just let them go swirl around. Do what they gotta do. Don't worry about it, right? On the bottom, focus is the Tower card. So you're definitely going through that energy of renewal, building a new foundation from within. Don't be afraid of things that are chaotic, challenging, little upheaval going on right now. You're feeling it inside for sure. But the good thing about this card is that, you know, it's laying a new foundation that's stronger, that's better, that's going to feel better underneath you. It's Mars energy, so there's a lot of movement. Getting a lot of Mars energy, Aries in these reads tonight, all the personal reads so far. Bringing in a lot of Aries. It's like, stand up for yourself. On the top, crowning the spread, is our Seven of Wands. This is a card of courage, strength. Standing up for yourself, for your self-worth. There again, we've got that energy of, you know, confidence. Yeah. Hey, baby. Are you the one from Environmental Coffee House tonight? Aw. Great to see you. I think you are. I think you're from Sandy's channel. I was hanging out with a couple of great folks tonight on a real fun group called Environmental Coffee House. They're a kick. I love it in there. Big focus on the environment, climate, and just enjoying all that doom and gloom. That is the news on the planet, right? I appreciate that. Yeah, I sang a song in there for the stream. So yeah, thank you. All right, Blenda, let's get back into your reading. Let's get some advice on this for you. I like it. And you know, yet again, very fiery and very earthy. We're getting a lot of fire and earth in this read. A lot of these reads tonight coming through. So, suggested approach, Blenda, Knight of Wands, Sagittarius energy. Keep it moving. Keep it moving, guys. Don't be afraid. You know, don't be afraid to, like, you know, even if this guy is on the fence, don't let it get you down. Keep going. If you're feeling restless or motivated to travel or to do something new or to study something new, just do it. Follow that. It's a very fiery energy. That's like coming out of stagnation. It's telling you don't get stuck, don't get stagnant. Look at that little Page of Swords. It's all about bringing in new ideas. Look at that. Yeah, Gemini energy. Keep the mind open. Keep it supple, right? Don't believe gossip. Don't believe, you know, just hearsay. Do your due diligence when it comes to your research. Yeah, that's really strong there. Outcome card. It's the same as what Tasha had, which I kind of love to see. Because there's a lot of commonality going on in this room. Queen of Pentacles. That's a good queen. That's a Capricorn queen, and we are in Capricorn season, hun. She's my little bunny rabbit queen. Look at that. You know, the rabbit is a symbol of prosperity, abundance, and good things happening in work. So I do feel like financially things are going to start swinging well for you, and I also feel like you'll be making some good decisions when it comes to money or career. Let's get a clarifier on the Queen of Pentacles. And the Ten of Cups again. Ooh, Ten of Cups in the past and Ten of Cups in the future? That feels like a lot of happiness, hun. That feels like a good reading, Blenda. I just feel like good relationship energy on this. And, you know, it might be the guy that you're already involved with, but it could be somebody new too. So just be open. Just be open. I know that may not be what you're feeling or what you necessarily want to hear, but with that Knight of Wands, and it's in here twice, it's also on the bottom of the deck. This is some checking out your options. This is some flirty, like, get out there, meet some people. Because the Five of Swords on the bottom, you know, you don't want to deal with the Five of Swords anything. You know, that's the kind of person that's only in it for themselves, right? You don't want that. You know, and I think you're going to figure it out. I think this Venus retrograde is giving us all time to figure out what's right for us in love. It totally is. It's going to be a real proving ground this month coming up. Let's get a affirmation on this for you. Yeah, inner child. The inner child is coming up here as your message. Nurture your inner child and begin to express the awesome beauty you hold within you. We live in a world where a formula exists for everything, yet love and creativity have no formula. They do not need to be studied, simply nurtured. Regularly set aside some time to just play. Ah, yeah. That Knight of Wands can be that. You need some more playfulness. Some just silliness, goofiness. Be a dragon. That's why I entertain my inner dragon. That's my goofy side. All right. Okay, Shar. Let's see. I see you in the chat. You say you just PayPal'd a donation. Let me write you down, hun, and just check my PayPal account real quick to make sure it came through. It'll be Ms. Mindful next, and then it will be you, Shar. And I think that I will end the list with that, unless there's someone who really desperately needs one. Let me check that real quick. Okay, Shar, I got you on the list. So you're going to be after the one I'm doing now. So Ms. Mindful is first, and then you. All right, Ms. And I got your, you're welcome, Blenda. Thank you. All right, so let's get Ms. Mindful, my little Aquarius queen in the house. Let's see what her question for the evening. 2 paths for her 22 mantra. What do the cards show for upcoming year to assist my decision? Aquarius, Sun, Libra, Rising, Pisces, Venus, Aries, Moon. Yes. All right. Okay. Many times when we do these, you know, oracle keywords, that might give you something that will help. Let me go ahead and clear these just a second. I like to try to clear them in between the reads. Let's put a little holy water, get the tuning fork, just a little sonic vibe. I hope you've been doing great, Ms. I've been crazy busy, as you can imagine. I run an eBay store on the side. Actually, more than on the side. It's quite a big part of my business. It's where I get my real world money. And yeah, this is... Thankfully, it's wrapping up a bit because, you know, Christmas is coming to the close, but it's still a busy time of year because people do shop more in the winter. They just do. It's always the way it is. All right. So, Ms. Mindful, dear Jules, dear Spirit, dear angels, guardians, guides, and ancestors, please show us what you have for Jules, our Ms. Mindful, towards her 2022 mantra. Anything that you can do to help her with what direction that life path is taking her on, where it should go. Wow! Oh, I like all these. Okay. All right, so it tapped right in life purpose. There it is. So the life purpose card came up first. Hey, Krista, good to see you. And on the bottom, we have friendship. And the friendship card makes me think so much of the Three of Cups, so much about interconnection. It also reminds me of the triple goddess aspect, right? The 3 phases of the moon. It really is a beautiful card. And the 3 cards that came up after, underneath the life purpose card, were lighten your load. So I would say don't take on the literal weight of the world, right? Don't weigh yourself too down with it, because I think when you take it a little lighter, it will appear very, very easily and very naturally. Boundaries came up. So honor those boundaries. Honor your energy. Don't spread yourself too thin, with those 2 coming up. And then also forgiveness. And forgiveness, you know, when we are able to release and let something go, it lightens us up, right? It really does. It lightens our energy so much. It really releases the heaviness, the toxicity, the darkness that we might be, carrying around inside. So this is nice messages. It really is. Let's get into some tarot for you, but those, wow, with the life purpose and all of that. So good, so good. All right. Let's get some tarot, please, for Ms. Mindful. Let's get past, present, future. Let's do a Celtic Cross. Nice. The door is opening. Yay. Uh-huh. Doors opening. New beginnings. New beginnings of this year. Two of Wands right in the center. So you really are, standing at the doorway right now, contemplating your next moves, contemplating where you'd like to go or where you would like to take things. Aries energy on these, right? And you got that Aries moon, you said, right? So it's like, to me, this is about that new beginning. And you're really saying, where do I want to go? There's a lot of, revision and a lot of review going on right now because we are sitting in that Venus retrograde and we're about to be doing a Mercury retrograde as well. I would say try to hold off on making any real hard, fast commitments or signing of things like contracts until the end of January, getting into the beginning of February, because we will be dealing with those retrogrades through the month of January. That's a better time for review and wrapping up old projects rather than initiating things that are completely new, right? Because you are in that energy of the new, right? So, try to put your energy into the planning, into the sort of, imagination, the daydreaming, sort of coming up with it in the ethereal. And once we get out of those retrogrades going into February, it's going to get a lot more like time to make it a little more tangible. King of Wands, yeah. I mean, this is really tapping into your Aries side. Super time, because both of these are such Aries cards, fiery cards, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. The fires of inspiration. I like how cozy this little King of Wands is in this deck, actually. I just feel like this is such a beautiful card for the winter season because it's almost like, instead of getting, going, which a lot of times our King of Wands feels like it's ready to just jump, this feels more like he's just cool, kind of ruminating on what it is that excites him, what it is that feels good. It's like what I'm gonna do once it's not so cold outside. So don't be afraid to just sort of ruminate, but definitely get, those inspirations burning, those fires of inspiration, because the door will open and it'll be time to go through it soon enough. Coming from the past, immediate past card is the Eight of Wands. So it's more Sagittarian energy, very fiery read tonight for you, Jules. I feel like you've been working to come out of a lot of stagnation. You've really been putting a lot of things into practice, a lot of things into movement. You've probably been very, very busy this recent past. Like this last month, you've probably been super busy. A lot of moving, going, shaking, talking, communicating, mediating people. It's a lot. It's a lot. And yeah, ooh, and it might be like you've had some real stuff to work through because, we've got our Devil card right here, the Nature card. So, I like the artwork in this Green Witch Tarot. It's like getting the traps diffused, right? The traps diffused of life. That's been very important. You might have really been doing some fancy footwork and kind of saying, let's avoid these traps, right? Let's not get stuck in a negative place or a negative mindset. Let's keep it moving, right? Let's not engage in the drama or engage in things that are just going to take me down a negative path. Very strong. Wow. Really, really kind of relearning some, deep ingrained behaviors or routines. Yeah, because that's Capricorn energy with that card, right? Going into the future, I love to see this, the Three of Cups, because like I said, that friendship card that we got, you know, in the beginning with the Oracle does remind me of the Three of Cups. It's, you know, the three friends. It is a friendship card. It is a coming together. And I feel like going into the future, you know, not right now, but going into the future, there's going to be some good people to connect with or align with. People that really make you feel happy, people that really lift up your spirit and your soul, or encourage your creative aspects. Those are the kind of people that, you know, if you connect with anyone, those are the ones you might like to work with. But friendship and like mutual energetic support, that's what I'm getting, is mutual energetic support. It's like really encouraging each other's best nature or talents. Look at that, and Six of Swords. So it's really, yeah. What I say about moving past drama, pain, toxicity, oh, all of the icky stuff, you know. Six of Swords, one of my favorite cards. Hasn't come up in a little bit, but I love this card because I feel like this is like everybody's getting in that boat together and going to a better place. It's nice. On the bottom, what you're focused on, the subconscious card is the Page of Wands. More fire, more Aries. To me, you're very focused on really fresh new beginnings. A more childlike, fun, joyful, playful energy. Really coming back into your vitality. Oh, and the Star card. There's your Aquarius power on top of that. So I just feel like you're not only focused, it's like coming back to the inner child, which is where your authentic self resides. It's like really getting back to your heart and soul. It's like that, what's that question? Who did you want to be when you grew up? That kind of feeling. It's really beautiful. Wow. On the top, crowning the spread, is the Five of Swords. So I really feel like the message from Spirit is to not fall into the tricks and traps of toxic people, phony people that don't have your best interest at heart, that are only in it for themselves and aren't really interested in, you know, the best or well-being of others, right? They're not team players, right? They're really, and they only use the team as a means to an end. Yeah. I think there's going to be some situations or some people that you sort of make the decision to walk away from. There's a lot of victory here too. Look at that Ace of Swords clarifying this. I think Spirit's kind of letting you know, it's like the circumstances or people that you shouldn't be involved with, you're going to know it like really clearly. You don't even really need to worry about it. Like, you're going to know. They're going to let you know. It'll be really strong. It'll be really obvious. Let's get a little bit of advice on this, but this feels like a very nice read. A lot of fire here, a lot of warmth, and a lot of your own energy coming back around. I feel like you may be trading one set of friends for another. I mean, it almost feels like, you know, your social connections will be shifting. Suggested approach. Yeah, you've got to, this is your Libra. This is your Libra energy, that Two of Swords. You've got to make some decisions. This has come up for almost everyone I've done a read for tonight. Just saying. I think a lot of people are kind of procrastinating. There's some decisions on the table that they've got to make. It's not the easiest, but it's necessary to move things forward and come into balance. Yeah. But that's the Libra. That's the early, you know, the Libra energy is like we want to balance it, weigh the decisions. But at some point we just have to make the choice. There's that Five of Wands again. Well, not Five of Wands, sorry. Five of Wands, Five of Swords was the other one, but the five. This is a bit of a tussle, right? And I really do feel like it's sort of, it's almost a decision to cut ties with things that are causing you frustration, friction, pressure, or little arguments and back and forth. Yeah. If it's just nothing but an argument with certain people, it might be time to go, bye-bye. And, you know, like I said, this card's been coming up a tremendous amount, too, in my reads lately for everyone, is the Three of Pentacles. I feel like this Three of Cups, Three of Pentacles, friendship card is all very important for you. It's important for you to work with people that have the common good in mind, right? Because that's what that card feels like to me. It's everyone coming together for the common good, for a common goal. Yeah, King of Pentacles. To make some money too, right? Not just, yeah, it's like to actually maybe build a little bit of a business or make something out of it that will support you. Taurus energy, King of Pentacles, very, very earthy, very practical and grounded. Look at these eights on the bottom. 8 of Cups and 8 of Swords. Even looks like the same chick on the bottom. It looks like the same person. But this is, to me, is, you know, freeing yourself from something, walking away from things that are no longer emotionally or spiritually supportive or fulfilling. And there is a definite feeling in this read. 6 of Swords, 5 of Swords, Ace of Swords. These two guys, there's a real feeling of letting go of something or someone that is either toxic, negative, doesn't bring you good things, and maybe you've put a lot of time and energy into them, but you just have to free yourself, right? There's definitely a turning yourself loose, because there's almost this feeling like you're this fire. You're like this inspirational, beautiful, warm, cozy, glowing, fun, joyful fire energy, and it's like there's these things or this person or people around you that kind of tend to put your fire out, like they tend to throw water on it, and that's not good for you. So I don't know where that might be coming from, but you know, it's pretty strong in this read. Like there's gonna be good people that really support you. There's the Three of Cups, there's the Three of Pentacles, there's really good people, but there's also those 5 of Swordsers, right? That can be really so detrimental. So those are the ones you want to cleanse and forgive, you know, and just let them go with love. Let's get into an affirmation for you, Jules. Oh, look at this. And the card that came up, forgiveness. Forgiveness of self, forgiveness of others. Holding on to a past hurt is preventing you from moving forward and achieving your heart's desires. Let it go. Forgiveness does not mean that you condone their actions. It simply means that you're no longer willing to be a perpetual victim to a particular person or event. Blame is a waste of your precious energy. Bless and surrender the past, for in doing so, you will reclaim the joy of life. Oh, that's a great read. Yeah. Beautiful stuff, honey. All right, we are done. And Shar, you are the last on my list, and that will be it for the evening. I'm gonna go fix my late night holiday dinner. You're welcome, Jules. That was a powerful reading. That felt very, very strong. Yeah, that felt super strong. There's a lot going on there. Situationship. Okay, I moved away to another city, left him behind. If anything will happen in the future, I am Scorpio. He is Leo. Yeah, Scorpio-Leo combinations are really hard. Thank you, Colin. So what I'm going to do on that, hold on, I'm going to clear my cards real quick. But as an astrologer, I will tell you, Leo and Scorpio have a hard time because they are square signs to each other. Leo is a lot more open. They're a lot more basic. They're a lot more sunny. Scorpio is a lot more intense. Scorpio is a lot more emotional. And many times, Leo feels like Scorpio's not fun and bouncy enough, and Scorpio feels like Leo isn't in depth and connected enough, right? You know, and I don't know, of course, all the details of y'all's two charts together. That makes a difference. It does. But it's a tough one. It's one of the toughies. it's you know, it is definitely more challenged. So I'm going to pull first because sometimes we can, you know, with these kind of yes and no questions, we can get a lot just off of the top with the Angel Answer deck. I'm going to pull a few to just see what comes out of there. And then we'll go forward with some tarot. All right, dear angels, dear ancestors, guardians, guides, beings of light. Let's see what we have for Shar about her Scorpio-Leo relationship. Any answers that you can give me regarding whether or not this is a connection that will come back together. Okay, I mean, here we go. First card out is recovery. So I almost feel like right now you or them or both are kind of in a recovery mode. Like you're just taking some time for yourself to heal, to clear, to ground. The next card out is a yes, and it's the big yes with the exclamation point. So I do think you probably will talk to each other. And peaceful resolution is also here. So I kind of feel like you're going to talk to them at some point. I can't say exactly, you know, the timeline for that, but I do feel that there's going to be a peaceful resolution, whether it's, you know, sort of saying we are, you know, we're doing okay on our own and we're just going to peacefully let this go, or we'll talk about what went wrong, what we could have done better, and try to give it another try. On the bottom of the deck is listen to your intuition. Scorpio intuition tends to be very strong. So I do feel like if you feel that it's right, you know, go forward, right? Yeah, you do. You need some downtime to just chill out, right? Yeah, definitely. So listen to your intuition on this, right? You know, it's kind of like when the timing's right, the timing's right. And like we talked about a little earlier, you know, we do have those Venus and Mercury retrogrades going on. So that's very much it, you know. It's very much what's going on. But let's pull a little tarot and we'll see a little bit more detail into this. But overall, I do feel that there will be some discussion in the future. I think that, you know, of course, my feeling is, irregardless of signs and all of that, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be, right? Everybody, I don't care whose chart it is, there's always going to be pros and cons. There's always going to be things that work really well in two people's charts and things that really don't. And it's just a matter of, do you love each other enough? Are you willing to go through the ups and downs together and work it out? It's all it's ever about, right? At the end of the day. So dear Spirit, let's get some oracle on this relationship. Let's see what comes up. Okay, so friendship is on the top. I do think time spent with friends And just getting that mutual loving support and companionship is really important. And, you know, I think a lot of times, you know, the way that we function is we focus a little bit too much on our love relationships and not enough on our platonic friendships. And so sometimes the most healing thing that we can do is to focus a little bit more on our friendships, because those are always going to be a lot more like mutually supportive. They're not as conditional. They're not as up and down. They're not as, you know, fraught with anxiety. And on the bottom, we have spirit guides. So I would say listen to whatever messages come through to you from the divine. It could be through your dreams. It could be through, you know, signs or synchronicities, whatever it is. Pay attention to that around this situation too. All right. And I think there was someone asking about a read. I am done for the night. I'm on my last one. But I do frequent live streams. So if you're interested in getting on the list, if you donate tonight, I will put you #1 on the list for my next live stream. Or just check in when I'm live again. And we're just going to do a past, present, future here on the Celtic Cross here. Wow. Wow. Okay. Yeah, this is a lot of decision process, and there has been a lot of anxiety, a lot of rethinking and maybe overthinking it. Right in the center, we do have the Nine of Swords. Right in the center. Nine of Swords is a card of anxiety, overthinking, stress. So it's something where you've got to, you know, put the thoughts in their perspective, right? Don't give in to that. And I know how that can be tough. Yes, a lot of overthinking, but things have got to shift, right? We have the Witch card. This is the same as the Magician, okay? And the Magician card is all about creating something new, manifesting something better, bringing all your talents and all your abilities to the table and creating something fresh and new. And it is a Mercury ruled card. So to me, it's like, instead of overthinking, over worrying, stressing out, it's like, be proactive. Do something that's really positive for yourself, because that's going to build you up rather than tear you down. Hey, Anna, I am actually done for the night, but I will put you, I wish my moderators were here. Unfortunately, they're not. But if you want, I will put you on the list for my next live stream. I will write you down because I'm on my last read of the evening. I've already had to turn a few people away. I'm so sorry. But let me write down for next live stream that I will put you #1 on my list. Anna Daron. I'm just going to put you down on that, because I do regular live streams. And I am finished for the evening on my last read. So so I'll put you down for that. So when I'm live again, just, you know, tap me. I've got you on the list to be #1 on the list. So sorry about that. And if any of my moderators are in the chat, if someone's asking for a session, just tell them I'm done for the evening, and to catch me on my next live. All right, so in the immediate past, Shar, we've got the Queen of Swords. So there is the clearing out energy. Queen of Swords is Libra energy. And I almost feel like, you know, Scorpios are very emotional when they're in their relationships, and they tend to invest everything they have into it. Very similar to us Capricorns. We do that too, right? We really put a lot into our relationships. It's like all or nothing, right? Tons of passion, tons of energy. And it might have made you feel like you were kind of off balance. And in order to take back your energy, or to, as you say, not go crazy, you needed to have this. And yeah, she's my Libra queen, is the Queen of Swords. This was your immediate past. So she definitely is somebody that will kick people out in order to regain her composure, in order to regain peacefulness in her life, right? And if this guy, you know, and Leos, they can be a lot of drama. Leo men are a special breed. They really are. They can bring a lot of drama, and unfortunately, a lot of times, a lot of ego to a relationship. And so it can be really tough. It can be. I dated a Leo once a long time ago. That is too much for me. It's too much for me. I'm like, you know what? I can't be your audience. And we have the Knight of Pentacles on top of this. Yeah, I do. I feel like it's like for the long-term health, success, and benefit of yourself, you had to walk away. Yeah, because Knight of Pentacles is Virgo energy. It's like for my own health, Yeah, that's very emotional, Shar. That's super emotional. And I'll also tell you, not only do your sun sign square, but your moon sign square as well. Yee! That's a lot, baby. That's a lot. You may feel at odds with them a lot of the time. You may feel like you butt heads a lot of times. Both of you want to lead, but when both want to lead, who's going to follow? It's tough. Going into the immediate future, Two of Wands, I do feel like there's new beginnings. Whether or not you give the relationship another try, that's really up to you. Or if maybe you decide to strike out on your own, or you meet somebody fresh and new. You know, that could happen as well. You know, let's get into a clarifier on this one. I do think you're going to talk to him again. I do think no matter how it breaks down, I think there will be an amicable discussion either way. Whether you decide to try to work it out or if you decide, let's just move on. There's going to be something big that cycles around. And I feel like, yeah, yet again, this is the World card. It's the last card of the major arcana. It's ruled by Saturn. And so this is like, you know, big cycles ending and finishing. It can be those karmic cycles. It's usually a very positive card because it really shows that a lot of lessons have been learned. The challenges have been overcome. So as you go into the future with this guy, I really, again, there's that message of like, you're either going to come to a good resolution and ending, or you're going to try it again and move forward. It's really as simple as that. I don't see it being a whole lot of either way. It's very black and white. There's not a lot of gray here. You're either going to give it another shot or not. Yeah, it really comes down to what you feel is right, deep in your intuition. Yeah, you got to make some decisions on this. Let's get you some advice. Let's see what comes out of this. Whew. Wow. Okay. Suggested approach is the Ten of Cups, which is a really beautiful card. This is like happiness, contentment. I know Scorpios hate gray areas. I know they do. And I don't think that you would put up with that. It's got to be on or it's got to be off. Capricorns are the same way. We don't do wishy-washy. We don't do it. We're like, we either want it to be on or off. You tell us. Get in or get out. That's the way we are. Ten of Cups is a great card, though. So suggested approach is, I would say, stay open to love. I mean, and not necessarily even just with him. Like, I would just stay open to love in general because something really good could come through here. Wow. I really do. This is going on because the foundation has got to be solid if you're going to move forward. We've got the Tower card on this. This is a relationship that, to me, it requires a lot of effort. It does require a lot of work, and you have to work together to create a foundation that you can work from. I think it can be a very nice connection in a lot of ways. But it does require some work. It does require effort. And you really have to sort of be willing to reveal everything to each other. You have to be very open. The outcome card is the Seven of Swords, which is a tough card. This to me is all about like dishonesty or deception. It's about people not being the most truthful or open. And so it's really important that both of you be very honest. It really is. It's not good to hide things or cut corners when it comes to being very much, you know, just very honest about and unflinching about what it is that you really need in a relationship. I would never say, oh, just say whatever you want to get the relationship back. No, you have to just say, this is what I want, this is what I need. And if you can't give it to me, then we need to part. That's it. Yeah. Six of Swords, clarifying the Seven of Swords. This is about really letting go of the drama, letting go of the pain. It's time to head in a better, more positive direction. Yeah. I don't know. Do you feel like this guy was someone that just didn't always tell you everything that they were feeling? Because that can be a thing. That can be a thing, and it might have just been too much drama for you. You know, vice versa, Scorpios can be very secretive. So, you know, it's like always make sure that you're not doing that yourself. Yeah, that's a real balancing act. On the bottom, we have the Empress and the Four of Wands. It's a very, very beautiful set of cards. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, then there was a thing there with him not being completely upfront. And the other thing that I would say about the Seven of Swords personality, it can be narcissism. It can be that ego thing where they don't have enough of their own energy, so they feel like they have to steal other people's energy in order to be enough. And that can be very tough. Right. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you can't be with a closed off person. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. You know, to me, communication in a relationship is like oxygen. And if somebody's going to be super tight-lipped, I can't. Like, it's just, it doesn't work. Yeah, and the affirmation card is the love card. I mean, it's what it's all about. Negative thoughts and feelings could be sabotaging your pursuit of happiness. We, your angels, are here to help you heal. Allow our healing light to flow through your heart. Consciously infuse each negative thought or feeling with love and light. Feel both your heart and mind aligning to your soul's sacred purpose and unleash your divine potential through the power of love. So, yeah, anything that's negative around this. Yeah, and if you know, right, and that's it, Shar. You can't force people to do that. That's up to them, you know. So I would focus, of course, primarily on your own happiness. Hang out, of course, with your friends. Get those connections solid, because if this dude was bringing you a lot of bad drama, it's not worth it. It's never worth it. No. I can't with people like that. I just can't. Even in my own relationship, if it gets like that, I'm like, no. Nope, no drama zone. I can't do that. I'm sorry. My peace of mind is worth more than anything else. That's the truth. That's the truth, ladies. Boys and girls. Men and women. That's the truth. Your peace of mind is paramount. All right, my darlings. I had a great time talking to you all. For Anna Daron, she did give a donation. I have her on my list in the #1 slot for my next live stream. I'm not sure exactly when that will be just yet. It may be before the new year. Maybe this next week I'll try to jump in here. And it may not be, right? It may not be till after January 1st. But anytime that happens, I do apologize, because I didn't have my moderators to kind of let people know I was done for the night. But I will always honor your donations if they come in for the next live stream. All right, guys. So have a wonderful rest of your evening, a great weekend ahead if you are planning activities and stuff as well. Tomorrow is Boxing Day. It's also called St. Stephen's Day. That is the day of the wren, a very, very cool day. That's the first day of Christmas, actually, because we have the 12 days of Christmas now. So tomorrow is the first day of Christmas. And yes, thank you for the happy double bunny birthday. It's my rabbits. My 2 rabbits are 2 years old today. All right, guys. Have a great night. I'll be talking to you again very soon. Take care.